Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Polina, aka Shadow Sun. I hope all are doing well. I'm here to share a little bit about sustainability and witchcraft. And I said it with a question mark because I wasn't trying to title this video, but we're gonna just title it that. So this video is gonna be kind of short, but I wanted to share it because in my university, I did a project on minimalism. And in the process, I started realizing all the things that I have and what I don't need and what I do need in keeping the environment sustainable. And I want to share some of the items that I'm not going to be using after I'm done with them. So first and foremost, I'd like to preface this by stating that I have used and do still use white sage. I do live where white sage is known for. Not like literally like I'm in the area of California where white sage is at. But I do it with respect. I do not just burn it just to burn it, right? Because not cool. And I am using it all up, but I am not going to be utilizing it because of the harvesting practices that are leading it to be endangered from what of my research is saying, and I don't want to harm the environment, thus relating it to sustainability. So I have here this paper bag, and in this paper bag is all my white sage, like literally bundles of it. I don't even know if that's showing up completely, but it's hard for me to do it at this angle, y'all, but we're working through this. So that is all my white sage in this one paper bag. I have like a bundle of it that I haven't even touched. So the way I feel about this is I've also decided that I'm not going to purchase anything new in the context of my own practice. So I have a lot of crystals. I have a lot of things that I am trying to use sustainably. So crystals, when I work with them, I essentially utilize them by reusing them. I don't just throw them away. You know, after I'm done with a spell, I don't just throw them away. I will either, bury them, or I will, cleanse or retune them however I feel I need to. And I will use them for a different spell or use them for a different ritual, depending on what I'm doing. But I am not purchasing any more new crystals because I have so many of them. And honestly, I want them to, I want to really work with them all individually and together. And it's just more helpful for the environment as well because of the labor that goes into it. I've read a lot of things about mining and how crystals are done and how they get used and just the efficacy of that, and that also involves and links to sustainability and also the aspects of minimalism that I mentioned. So those are some other things. Those are another thing that I'm just kind of not doing, just not purchasing. I'm also not using like frankincense and things like that. I have some, but I'm using the stuff that I have. So like the frankincense I do have, I'm using, but I'm not going out and like wildcrafting something like that, all those things. And I'm storing them in spaces that are environmentally friendly as well. The paper bag is in a plastic bag because it was originally in that plastic bag, but I keep everything in like paper bags, or I try to keep things that'll biodegrade. And I'm very mindful about where I put, crystals and other, herbs as well. And I keep nothing in plastic. I try my best not to because I don't want that in my practice as much as I can. And the last thing I would say too, in terms of like sustainability and things, is I'm very aware of like where I buy my stuff. I'm very aware of like, not helping, help corporations. So I am very aware that I'm buying local stuff only, or to people that are, like for example, I think if I was going to get sage now, I'd rather get it from people that, or maybe not sage, but if I was going to get something, I would get it from someone local. And I would support the people that need support, if that makes sense, the small businesses and things like that. I recognize that this video might be a little all over the place, but that's essentially my thoughts on this topic. I do have another video lined up about this, so if you're interested in more of this content, please feel free to like, subscribe, and share, and hope all are doing well, and give me a follow.